We all know famous people, but what about animals? A lot of animals have done great things too. So, why don't we know them? This web series is an homage to all the great and important animals that we don't know by name. In this episode, the first flying sheep. It was a rainy day in the year 1782, and the Frenchman Joseph Montgolfier was drying his wet shirt in front of the fire. At that moment, he made the most important observation of his life. He saw how the heat of the fire formed pockets of hot air in his shirt. Immediately, he and his brother started experimenting with cloth and hot air. Not much later, the first public demonstration of hot air balloons took place in their hometown Annonay. It was an amazing sight, even though the balloon was still unmanned. Nevertheless, the King Louis XVI and his wife Marie-Antoinette saw a bright future for the hot air balloon, and they invited the brothers Montgolfier to perform another flight in Versailles. Still, nobody dared to actually fly the balloon, because who knew what the upper atmosphere was like? Would it freeze? Could you even breathe? Nobody knew, and nobody volunteered to find out. Well, no human being. On 19 September 1783, a balloon went up in the air with a sheep, a duck and a rooster. The flight could be called a success because the balloon only crashed after 3.5 kilometers and all the animals survived. The duck and the rooster were huddled together, probably very scared. The sheep didn't seem to be very impressed by its first flight. He was found eating hay. The queen, Marie-Antoinette, liked this brave sheep so much that she adopted it and named it Montochel, which means sky climber. Our inventions often involve animals who did not ask to be involved in the first place. Sometimes they survive, often not. Almost always they are forgotten. This is the story of one of those unsung heroes. The sheep called Montochel was the first aeronaut. He deserves to be in all the history books next to the brothers Montgolfier. And what seems to make him cooler than anything else is that he couldn't care less.